Mansa Musa, also known as Musa I of Mali, is one of the most famous rulers in African history. His reign as the 10th Mansa or emperor of the Mali Empire in the early 14th century is particularly notable for his extraordinary wealth, impressive conquests, and a legendary pilgrimage to Mecca. Mansa Musa was born around 1280 into the Keita dynasty. His exact birthplace is unknown, but it is generally believed to be within the Mali Empire, which spanned modern-day Mali, Senegal, and the Gambia. Little is known about his early childhood, but as a prince of the Mali Empire, he would have been trained in the arts of leadership, warfare, and administration from a young age. His family was part of the ruling elite, and his upbringing would have been marked by a blend of traditional Malian culture and Islamic influences, as the region had embraced Islam by this time. Musa ascended to the throne in 1312 under unusual circumstances. His predecessor, Mansa Abu Bakr II, embarked on a maritime expedition to explore the Atlantic Ocean, entrusting Musa with the empire's governance during his absence. Abu Bakr II never returned, and Musa became the Mansa of Mali. He inherited a prosperous and well-established empire, already rich from the control of trade routes that connected West Africa to North Africa and the Middle East. Mansa Musa's wealth was legendary. Mali's prosperity under his rule was largely due to its vast natural resources, especially gold and salt. The empire controlled significant gold mines, including the famous Bambouk and Bouré goldfields. Musa capitalized on these resources, enhancing trade by fostering relationships with merchants and traders from across the Muslim world and beyond. One of the most famous accounts of Musa's wealth comes from his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324. He traveled with an enormous entourage, reportedly including tens of thousands of soldiers, attendants, and subjects, as well as camels and horses carrying hundreds of pounds of gold. Musa's lavish spending and generous gifts of gold along the route, especially in Cairo, caused a significant devaluation of gold in the region, a testament to his extraordinary wealth. Mansa Musa was known for his effective and enlightened rule. He expanded the empire significantly, incorporating the cities of Gao and Timbuktu into the Mali Empire. Musa is credited with promoting education and Islamic scholarship throughout his empire. He established Timbuktu as a major center of learning, founding the University of Sankore, which attracted scholars and students from across the Muslim world. His administration was marked by a commitment to justice, order, and the well-being of his subjects. He also built numerous mosques, including the famous Djinguereber Mosque in Timbuktu, which still stands today. Mansa Musa was part of a large royal family. While specific details about his immediate family are sparse, it is known that he had several wives and numerous children. His family continued to play significant roles in the governance of the empire. Musa's brother, Mansa Suleiman, succeeded him and continued many of his policies. Mansa Musa died in 1337. His death marked the end of a golden era for the Mali Empire. While the empire continued to exist for another century, it never regained the same level of prosperity and influence it enjoyed under Musa's reign. His legacy lived on through the institutions he established, the architectural marvels he commissioned, and the lasting impression of his wealth and piety. Mansa Musa's story is a powerful reminder of the rich history of West Africa and the immense influence and affluence of African kingdoms before European colonization. His reign is a testament to the potential for prosperity and enlightenment through wise and effective governance. Mansa Musa's wealth is often described as incomparable, even by today's standards. While precise comparisons are challenging due to the vastly different economic contexts and currencies involved, Mansa Musa is frequently considered one of, if not the wealthiest individuals in history. Here's a deep dive into his wealth compared to today's richest individuals. Mansa Musa's wealth was primarily derived from the vast gold reserves of the Mali Empire, which, during his reign, accounted for almost half of the world's known gold supply. Additionally, Mali was a significant producer of salt, another highly valuable commodity at the time. Mali Empire's control over the gold mines of Bambouk and Bouré provided a nearly limitless supply of gold. During Musa's reign, the global economy was heavily dependent on gold as a standard of value, making his empire incredibly wealthy. Trade routes facilitated the exchange of gold for salt, a necessity in regions without natural sources. Salt was often as valuable as gold, especially in African trade networks. Compare Mansa Musa's wealth with today's billionaires, we need to account for various factors, including inflation, economic scale, and the role of gold in the global economy. As of 2024, Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, has a net worth fluctuating around $150 to $200 billion, depending on Amazon's stock performance. Elon Musk, founder of Tesla and SpaceX, Elon Musk's net worth is in a similar range to Bezos, often around $180 to $230 billion. Bernard Arnault, the CEO of LVMH, Arnault's wealth is typically around $200 billion, making him one of the richest people in the world. Mansa Musa's wealth, adjusted for modern economic contexts, is estimated to be around $400 billion or more. Some historians and economists even suggest that his wealth might have been equivalent to as much as $500 billion or even $1 trillion, though these estimates are inherently speculative. Economic context and influence. Global impact of Musa's wealth. Pilgrimage to Mecca. During his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324, Musa distributed so much gold in Cairo and other cities along the route that he caused a significant devaluation of Sankore in Timbuktu. His investments in education and architecture had a lasting cultural impact, fostering an era of intellectual and artistic flourishing in Mali. While modern billionaires influence economies through their corporations and investments, Mansa Musa's direct impact on the economies he interacted with was profound and immediate. The devaluation of gold in Cairo is a unique historical example of an individual's wealth directly affecting a regional economy. The sheer scale of Musa's wealth in terms of gold reserves would be akin to controlling a significant portion of the world's most valuable commodities today, such as oil or technology assets. Inflation and currency differences. Comparing historical wealth to modern wealth involves considerable adjustments for inflation and the different economic